It's Derby day, man. Everybody showed up early. Everybody's kind of mingling around. Big parking lot, plenty of places to park. Just kind of tight in here. But I'm excited, man. They got porta potties. They rolled out the red carpet last night. Great meal. Huge swag bag. I'm ready to go, man. We're fishing shallow today. Most of the day. If that's not working, we're gonna get out there deep, but hopefully we can get some bites up shallow so it keeps us up shallow. It's cloudy right now. There's a chance of rain this afternoon, but no wind again. I'm ready to dump this boat in the water and get after it and see what happens. Thank you, sir.
If you don't mind, pull that kill switch when you clear. Good luck today, guys.
All right, thanks.
Appreciate it.
Have the slam latches or whatever though, but
2006 was the last year they did those. I got two boys now that love to fish, so I'm gonna need a bigger boat. Yeah.
you gonna keep this one? Give it to them, or?
If I won $100,000, I might keep it.
Talk to me in 3 days.
Yeah.
Good morning, folks. Day one of the BFL All-American on Lake Hamilton in beautiful Hot Springs, Arkansas. Man, it's a windy area. Nice town. There's all kinds of places to eat, but it's like some towns are laid out like straight. This town's laid out curvy. So you got to be on your toes when you're driving around. Drew, Chad, Sykes, and looks like we're gonna be in a little fog delay, man. I mean, it's like, you look around here. We still got about 20 minutes to take off, but there's no wind, and it's just kind of sitting here. It just kind of built up in the last 10 minutes. Driving here, I saw it. I'm like, is that either like some storms moving out, or is that clouds? And it was clouds. So tournament directors informed us that we may be sitting here for a little bit, but it's always hard when everybody's amped up. You've been pre-fishing, practicing for several days, and you're ready to get it going, and you gotta hurry up and wait. But it is what it is. Safety first. Man, it's fun. We had MLF's really rolled out the red carpet for this thing. They had a breakfast sandwich, breakfast burrito, ice, coffee, water. The dinner last night was really good. Got a bunch of swag, and it's cool, man. Just blessed to be here. First time, hopefully won't be the last, and I'm ready to get it started. Chad, what's the plan today, man?
We're gonna go try to catch some fish, but we're gonna start shallow. If that don't pan out, then we're gonna move out deep and try to scratch up a limit.
Yeah, but catching fish is part of the plan.
Oh, definitely. I hope that's part of the plan. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we'll have fun either way, man. I mean, like Mike said, Mike Hale up there, everybody gets paid, so we already got a paycheck in our pockets, and life is good, doing what we enjoy doing in the greatest country available. So here we go. We'll hurry up and wait.
So if anybody's here that wants a breakfast sandwich, lunch sandwich, we've got a lot over here on the table. Feel free to come over here and help yourself. We'd like people to eat those, so don't be shy. I think we have a breakfast burrito on one, and the lunch sandwich is the other one. So if you're here, we may be here for a little while. So help yourself to what we've got over here. Not a problem. Still have some coffee available if you'd like that.
Heavenly Father, we come to you this morning so blessed, so graced by all your many blessings. Lord, be with us today. Be with these anglers. Give them the catch of their life.
Can you see an bright star o'er the land of...
All right, first flight, boats 1 through 24, you check in at 2:30, 25 to 49, you check in at 3 o'clock. The flag boat will be out on the water about where he's going to be this morning when we do finally get to take off. Ready to go. When he calls your boat number, if your boat's 1 through 10 or something, be up close to the flag boat, but pay attention to the boat numbers. Try to be up there close to him when he calls your number, where you can get out. I can probably assure you right now, if he calls a boat number and you're 20 or 30 deep in the field, he's going to call the next boat number. So go ahead and try to be ready. Shouldn't be hard to do. Be up there and be ready to go when he gets to your number. But right now, in 1 minute, we're going to be under official fog delay.
All right, folks, it is 7 o'clock. Tournament was scheduled to take off at 6:30, and we're just waiting. I mean, it's starting to, we can see some trees. It wasn't 20 minutes ago, you couldn't see the trees at all. So it is slowly lifting, but we don't have any wind. That's the problem. I was telling Chad if we could hire some of those Florida Everglades airboats and run around out there, we might be able to take off, but that costs extra money, and extra money is at a premium in life. But everybody's just patiently waiting. I mean, everybody's just kind of hanging out. They've got breakfast burritos and sandwiches that they're trying to give away, but I think we just want to fish. Hopefully 30 minutes we'll be able to get out of here, but you never know.
Number 9. Got the 9. And boat number 10.
All right, he's letting us go. It's a little after 7. Surprisingly, it didn't last near as long as what I thought. Yeah, he rolls them out fast.
Boat number 31, got you 31. Boat number 32, got you 32. Boat number 33, got you 33. Boat number 34, got you 34. Boat number 35.
Bumped. A couple big things up there. I don't know what they were. No, I don't think he's gonna go. He might be close. $12.5. Giant. Go. He's a fat sucker. He's 12, I bet you. 12.5. You catch many fish on a swim jig here? Because I threw it a bunch, and I had a couple bites on like a green pumpkin color, but I never really got bit on a white one. Yeah.
And it was just whenever they were schooling, just throwing it out in the middle.
I threw it a lot, man. I thought skipped around docks. I thought you were getting ready to let them have it.
It was, but we dropped it.
Little one. Yeah. Two. Almost got a co-angler limit. Oh yeah. 13, baby. Woo! Just getting ready to take off this June bug and put on a green pumpkin, but I guess I'll keep it on. No, another little one. Yeah, I think so. I don't know, he might not make it. Where's that at in here? Oh, cool. Thank you, sir. God, it's 13 inches. It's crazy. It looks like it's about 8. Yeah, I saw him jump back there. That's funny. Up there, nothing. Ain't gonna help, but look how green that is. Like, it's a weird looking fish. No, same bait. I just went to a 1/4 ounce head instead of a 3/16, but I was just thinking about changing back to a 3/16 when I made that cast. Yeah. I don't think he's gonna help. Settle down, big boy. Yeah, 12 and a half, but I already got 3 in there. So I don't remember what I got. I got small, and extra small, I think. You know what? I don't know. I get tired of looking at them. Oh, it got off. Damn it. I know. Yeah. He crushed it too. I gotta quit doing that. I would have called out for sure. That might help, I don't know. Jesus. I want to like to catch like a 2-pounder where there's no doubt about it.
Right.
I mean, yeah. I think it's about the same size, honestly. Maybe longer, maybe. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna help. I don't even mess with it.
probably lose the All-American by 1 ounce. I'm not used to setting the hook on a chatterbait and the fish flying out of the water because they're so small. Now you got me on species now. There you go. There you go. That's a little better one. Nice. I thought you had 5 already.
I keep 6 in there, so.
Huh.
Felt like a brim. Just
Really? Hmm. Fish of the day. All right, tied. All right. Now one of us has got to catch a gar for the win. I think that's another bluegill. Yeah. Green sunfish or whatever you call it. I couldn't tell. I think it was another one. Oh, it was a gar. That's what it was. I just seen him roll right at the edge of that log. There's my species. If I can get him in the boat. That's where I trade you my breakfast burrito for you getting the hook out of his mouth. How was that burrito?
It's pretty good.
I'm gonna try mine. I guess it's safe. Yeah, it's still cold. Good one? Mm-hmm.
He must have been sitting with his mouth open. You good? Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Good job. Really? Good upgrade. You gonna use your beam or
I'm gonna get my
actual scale? Almost 2?
almost.
That sucker. Another one of them rock bass or whatever. They're getting bigger.
Hopefully one of these times it'll be about 4 or 5 pounds.
Yeah, I know, man.
Large mouth spot, small mouth, I don't care.
Oh, a 4-pounder. Holy cow.
I thought it was gonna separate.
Yep.
Top 10 from the rest of the field is.
Just one good fish.
I can't believe that one guy has qualified for the All-American 10 times.
That's insane.
That's amazing.
It's a Brueggemann, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a northern guy.
He don't look that old.
No. upgrade?
No.
That's what they want. They want a little minnow. Let's see if they'll hit this swing bait. I'm just curious. Are they still down there?
Yeah, they're just right underneath that corner of that dock.
Just let it pendulum. That might actually help.
Might actually help.
Yeah, that's a good call. Took your fish from you.
You caught it. You cast it.
Good spot. Okay.
Swim bait works.
Yeah, I just threw it out and just tight lined it and let it pendulum down there. Okay. All right, back it is. It did help. We're putting it back together now. Did you see any spawning fish at all?
No, not actually on bed.
I heard there was up by the dam, there was some spawners up there. I was talking to a guy last night at the meeting. He said he came down here in like January and he went up there. He said there were big fish swimming around, like 7s and 8s. He was seeing them just randomly. Yeah, I don't know where. I've never been up there, but he said in that general vicinity. Yeah, but they're pretty hard to catch up there.
They don't get that big for no reason.
No, that's right.
Just dig into the boat.
Little guy. Yeah. This lake's full of fish, man. Just finding the bigger ones. All right, folks. Midday report, man. It feels like summertime. It's got to be low 80s. Pretty much full sunshine. Well, there's some clouds here and there, but it's got that summertime feel. It's gonna be a lot of boats out down on the lower end. We both got a limit. I mean, I got a limit for like 2.5 pounds. It's pitiful, and he's got one for probably 6. He's got a couple decent ones in there. Well, here comes another one in the boat. Right on schedule. It's how you do it, right off the corner of that dock. But we got a few hours left to fish. It's kind of cool up here. Water temperature's like low 60s. Down lake, I saw like 74 the other day, so a big difference in water. And we're just poking around, man. We're mostly fishing shallow and flipping docks and whatever's in front of us. It's, you know, it's fun. We're getting a few bites. Try her again, huh?
We're gonna try again. I just know the quality that was in here yesterday. We got limits. All we gotta do is upgrade.
Yeah.
What's the biggest bag you've ever weighed in a tournament?
Biggest bag?
Yeah.
16 something. 4 fish.
Hey, 4 fish? That's pretty good.
Yeah. I had 14 in the regional for 3.
Really?
Yeah, the last day. I had like a 6-something pound largemouth and then 2 4-pound smallmouths basically.
On Pickwick?
Yeah.
That's right. You were with Trent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had
You probably
20.
had what, 22, 24
Yeah.
pounds?
20. Yeah, I think he had 23 all 3 days.
But they have that tail race figured out.
Yeah.
I think I'm decent at it, but you see them roll up the March, April, and you might as well go home. There's 3 or 4 people you see roll up to the tournament, and you just might as well.
Put it back on the trailer, huh?
Yeah, a bad day for them is 20 pounds.
Good one. Ooh. That'll help.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Crazy. A little more finessey. Yeah.
I think he's bigger than a 99.
What's he weigh?
145. Get rid of a 99.
There you go. Little guy. It's the same spot I caught that little one at this morning with a chatterbait. It's probably the same dang fish. Same size. Good one? You figured it out.
I have help.
Yeah, you're upgrading. I guess they moved up here, huh? Might help me, I don't know. About to...
Propane tank?
Yeah. I was trying to go right over the hole, that little door opening, and it snagged it before it got to the door opening. That's a pretty good one. 2? There you go, man. Those are golden. All right, is there any more propane tanks out here? Got that figured out, man. Come on, upgrade again. You're welcome. You kind of need to be throwing a wacky rig.
Put it up. I think I found my bait.
That's kind of what it's looking like. What are you throwing at? Wood or just out along that flat?
Honestly, I'm just fan casting. I cast at wood when I see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing.
They're just out there, huh?
Yeah, I think they're running these broom beds. I also got a little piece of the meat of a fish on my hook. I don't know if that makes a difference.
A little chumming going on. Is there current coming out of here or not?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what was not here this morning too.
Mm-hmm. I noticed that. That very first stick that we saw, it looked like there was some current coming off of it. They're liking that worm.
Hey, I hope y'all enjoying the video. I know it's long, but I hope there's still some people watching it, and I'm gonna drop a little bit of a nugget for those that have watched it past that 26-minute mark. Man, you know, my tournament videos are long because I'm really trying to capture the day. I kind of make these videos just as much for the person that I'm fishing with as I do the viewers. So I try to put a lot of, you know, conversation and commentary and stuff in there. It's not just 100%, you know, fishing, and try to really capture the moment. But something really cool happened. A couple of really cool things happened. We're back in the place that we started the tournament at. You know, the very first spot, we ran all the way up the river. We started on this flat. It was a creek, and you know, a lot of places it's real common. The creek comes out and it opens up and there's a flat. This is just an area where it's kind of silty, you know, kind of clayish, muddy type of bottom stuff, and there's random pieces of brush, little laydowns. You know, there's a propane tank that I just caught a fish off of, kitchen appliances, that kind of stuff. But it's your typical filter out area. And we started there in the morning, and it wasn't that productive. We caught a few fish, but just wasn't banging like it was in practice. You know, he'd caught some really good fish, which made that his starting spot, and it just wasn't going on. But there was no current. You know, I didn't realize that until we got back. So we went and fished a bunch of different other stuff, and we came back later on in the day. And I noticed right off the bat that there was current coming out of that creek. So they were sucking water through the system.
and it was pulling, the main river was pulling water out of that creek, and it had those fish up on that shallow flat. I mean, the boat is in like 2 foot of water. You know, it's just a big flat, you know, 2 to 3 foot deep flat, nothing special. But that current had pulled those fish into key locations, and you know, we kind of theorized that they were feeding on brim. There's brim beds up there in just different locations, and those bass were wandering through those areas and feeding on those brim, because it was completely different. You know, we pulled up there the second time and it was on. You know, he's up there in the front catching some pretty good fish and definitely upgrading. And the second thing that I really noticed was they're biting a wacky rig. He's throwing a green pumpkin magic, and I'm throwing a green pumpkin purple. He's getting way more bites. Now he's in the front of the boat, and we are fishing isolated pieces of cover, so he's getting that first cast or two, which, you know, that's a big deal. That makes a big difference. But he's also making some just random casts off of these flats. But what I'm saying is sometimes fleck color or just the color of a worm can make a big difference. We're both throwing green pumpkin. I got blue fleck or purple fleck, I don't remember, and he's got the magic, which I think is golden fleck. But that can make a difference. It seemed to make a difference. I mean, he had a different brand of worm. I mean, I was throwing a Big Bite Baits trick stick. He was throwing I can't even remember, like a lunker hog or something. But I think it was more the color, and obviously getting the first couple casts at those key structural or pieces of cover on that flat that made a difference. But I also think that there was something to that fleck. So a couple little nuggets there. We'll get back to the video. You know, we're getting towards the end of the day. We've got just a couple hours to fish, and we're pretty much milking this flat for all that it's worth.
Stick fish. Oh, that felt good. Whew, it felt good. I was like, there she is. Good one. Might help. I don't know. That might have helped me, but I don't know if it'll help you. Dang. Break that off. Yeah, he was on the other side of that log, and as soon as I set the hook.
There's 2 or 3 sitting on this log right here closest.
Yeah, pretty close. He hit it. I missed him. Maybe it don't matter what you throw in there.
As soon as it hit the water.
You got another bite?
Yeah, the worm.
There he is. Yeah. Nah, he got off. It wouldn't have helped. It wouldn't have helped. The little guy. They're definitely feeding though. This is cool.
Still ain't the size I caught yesterday, but that isn't what I caught today.
Yeah, that current's got something to do with it for sure.
Got them set up.
Mm-hmm.
They're running.
Good one. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, thought I knew how to fish a wacky rig. Got him. So dang happy to get a bite on this worm. Ooh, that was a good one. No, he actually came up and swirled on it. They will eat this worm. Thought that was a good one. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. There you go. That's a better one. There's your 10 pounds right there. Good job, brother. Good job. And I get home. It's a 3-pounder, ain't it? Right at it. I'm hung up on that log whenever you get a chance. Thanks. Yeah, that current's ripping through here. That's why that big one was up there. Good one. No.
Thank you.
Well, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It beats sitting out in the middle of the lake, you know, dangling a minnow.
Right.
I'm glad you upgraded. It's cool. We'll see if 10 pounds has got you where you need to be or not.
I don't think it will, but
Yeah.
I think I still have a chance if I can get, say if I can get 15, 16 pounds tomorrow, I think that'll bump me up.
Yeah.
I don't know, I may be surprised and it be 20 pounds winning.
I wouldn't be surprised either. I mean, you got some of the best doing this.
Because you got 5 that's going to weigh 7 pounds, so you need to upgrade them a little bit, but I know you can get it done. Next up, Riley
Oh, we'll get some bags.
in North Carolina. Fishing out of the South Carolina division. Got 2 in the bag. Working on it. 2 that's going to weigh 4 pounds, 4 ounces for you. I appreciate you. Andrew George is from Poplar Branch, North Carolina. Fishing. Has a boat out of North Carolina.
These bags are so leaky.
Absolutely. We appreciate him coming. Alright. Austin. Arabi? Ababoo. Okay. From Louisiana. From up here in the whole country. From the TBF out of Central Division. Got a limited ice in the bag. That's it. Got food that's going to weigh 3 pounds, 15 ounces for you, my friend. Good luck tomorrow. We appreciate it. Go work on it. Go work on it. Dave Westner from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Prisoner of the Two Angles. Out of the TBF Mid-Atlantic Division.
Ain't much.
Cross-eyed Midday. Good job done. Got a 3 bass limit in the bag. Going away 7 pounds, 3 ounces, 7.3. Got 4 in there, going away 4 pounds.
It's pretty solid. 3 fish.
Michael Beauty. Please leave. Mateo Toronto, from the Tennessee boat. About 5 bass. 19 pounds, 10 ounces. From Mateo, let's put some water on those, Mateo. You got one you want to show off? 7 pounds, 6 ounces. That's 75.
Hey, boat 32, Gabe, Montgomery.
4 pounds, 1 ounce. Thank you, sir. Joe Yoker.
Got you wet.
Commercial Point, Ohio, calling from the volunteer division. Brought to
If I had to get her wet, I would do something like that. See, but I don't do that.
No backhanded fish fly.
I don't do that,
No.
so 5. If I was going, you know, do it on
Yeah,
purpose.
right. Yes.
Going out on the boat. CBS Jordan.
Put you on the shield. 3 and 3. Next.
Yeah, jumper.
Montgomery, Jackson, Missouri co-angler. Bringing us 3 bass today.
3 dinkers.
3 dinkers.
Yes, sir. We'll take them though.
Better than goose egg, right?
That's right. That's right.
3 pounds, 11 ounces. It's a good start.
All right. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, Chuck. Colby Shrimp.
Talk about your YouTube channel tomorrow, brother.
Yeah, I will. I will. I got to bring in some more fish, bigger fish. All right. Yeah, thank you. Woo.
Good day.
It was tough. We caught a lot of fish. I just couldn't upgrade, man. I got hung up on that 3 pounds, 11 ounces. But that's all right. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Look at the last 2 sweatshirts.
3 bags, 4 pounds, 6 ounces. Thank you.
Woo. There you go. Thanks.
All right, folks, that is a wrap on day 1. Had a lot of fun. Chad was fun to fish with. Good to fish behind. Gave me plenty of room. And, you know, I'm sitting in 41st place, which is not good. There's only 49 co-anglers. But the weights are super, super tight. You know, we're weighing in 3 fish. I think 10th place is 6 pounds, 2 ounces. I had 3 pounds, 11 ounces. I cold my way up to 311, which is tedious. But ounces count. So tomorrow, you know, I was thinking 6 pounds would make that top 10, 6 pounds a day, and it's looking like that's gonna be about right.
I need 7.5 pounds. I mean, I think, I don't know, 8 pounds, 8 and 3, that'll put me close, you know? My goal's 7.5 pounds. I feel like if I can get 7.5 pounds, I'll be pretty close. But it sounds easy, but it's not actually easy, because this lake is full of like 12-inch fish, and just getting that 2.5, just starting out with 2 pounds, you know, 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. That'll get you there. And I mean, if you can stumble across like a 4-pounder, you'd be golden. On the boater side, well, back to the coast side, I think 12 pounds is leading, so that's solid, three fish. But the weights are really, really tight. On the boater side, a little over 20 pounds is leading it. Mateo's got like 19, he's in second. Harbor, who's in the other room, he's in the top, I think the top 6, I'm not sure what place he's in. Jake's right there. Clint Knight is right there, so the LBO boy is definitely showing out. So that's cool, and I've had fun, you know. I've had a lot of fun. I got to fish with Jake for a couple days, which is always great company. He's a good dude. We have fun on the boat, and if you haven't checked out the practice videos with Jake, check them out. There's a lot to learn in those videos. And then hanging out with Harbor, you know, I ate dinner with Jake and Mateo and Clint. That was fun. Just that's part of the thing. One of the things I like the most about these, you know, like the BFLs or just tournaments in general, or just the camaraderie, hanging out with folks, and just good conversations. It's just fun, man. It's just fun. It's always a good time. And Lance and Belinda have been gracious to let us stay at their place. And that's where I'm at right now. Check out this bed. I mean, I'm like 6'2". And that bed is like 6'4", maybe. It might be 6'6". It's actually pretty decent. When I saw it, I'm like, I don't know, man. But it works out pretty good. It's that memory foam, so it just kind of like sucks you up. But good sleep. Great place out here. And tomorrow's a new day. The guy I drew, you know, we fished shallow all day, pretty much, just covering water. And I did learn a couple things. I always try to learn something. And tomorrow we're gonna be doing the same thing. The boater I drew, he had like 8 pounds today. Chad today, the guy I fished with, had 10 something. I think I'm gonna say he's in the 20s. So he's still got a shot. If he can bust a big bag, he'll get it done. But tomorrow we're fishing shallow again. So I'm just keeping the same stuff. I don't really see a reason to change anything up. We're just gonna keep slinging, covering water, and pray for the best. I mean, I fished good. I fished hard all day long. That's all you can ask for. I didn't screw anything up. I lost one, like maybe 1.5 pounds on a chatterbait that I pulled off, but that wouldn't help that much. You know, I'm looking for those 2 pounders, 2 to 3 pounders, and maybe jack, you know, like a 4 pounder would go a long way. But, you know, we'll start with that first fish, get them in the boat, and go from there. That's all you can do. I'm just looking forward to having fun, you know. All-American is probably a once-in-a-lifetime deal, so I'm glad to be here, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. I'm getting ready to go back out there and hang out with Lance and Melinda and Hunter and Harbor, and just chill for a little bit before we go to bed. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do, and give me a thumbs up. It'd be greatly appreciated. Day 2 coming soon.